Some have more hot.
Where you guys? He'll come back and he'll start when he gets started. Somebody please, Baba Kushal Shalom Shalom. We got to double check the sound and double check the video.
Just tell somebody to give us a thumbs up or something on the comment board.
No, as soon as it comes up, I'll check it.
Or whichever one is first. Prince Yanazar.
Yeah, we're live and we got sound.
Okay, Khan. Shalom. We are the brothers of the Great Millstone, the branch here in Chicago. And first and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh.
Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Double honors unto our apostles, double honors unto our elder bishops. Salutations to all our fellow laborers, to the scattered elect that are scattered around the four corners of the earth, among the heathen, and those that look like the heathens, and to those few that are listening and learning. And we give a sincere and shalom. And I want to open with this scripture here. As you see the title, don't let your flesh, rule over your spirit, basically. But this is Proverbs 18 and 19, and it says, a brother offended is harder to be won than a strong city, and their contentions are like bars of a castle. And some cities can be well defended, and the bars of a castle can be like a jail cell. They don't open up or break easy. So you don't want to do something that could offend
The body.
when you can lose a brother or damage the body for that matter.
That's right. That's right. Especially in the time that we're living in right now, because we're getting so close to the end. That maybe somebody can get that in Amos. The Gospels that Satan desires to sift you as wheat, because now the times that we're living in, Satan is going to is throwing the kitchen sink at you. All right. This guy got it. Go ahead, brother.
No, this is Ephesians 5 and 15 and 16. Seeing that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise,
That's right.
redeeming the time because the days are evil. No, exactly. Because we know we're at that latter end. That's why in 2nd Ezra 9 it talks about measuring the time diligently in itself. We know that everybody's heart's waxing cold, because guess what? Wickedness has polluted the whole planet, so now everybody's on the edge. Nobody sees a better tomorrow. Everybody wants to fucking bench themselves today.
That's it.
Like I said, it was somebody being carnal. It's gonna be extra carnal now because he has that chip on his shoulder.
Yep. And everybody's ready. Is walking around with a chip on their shoulder. You're talking about everybody wearing their heart and emotions on the sleeve. This is it. All right. You can say, what the fuck you looking at? And it's a shootout right after that over nothing, just over a look.
Yep.
A fucking look. Are you serious? Matter of fact, I wasn't even looking at you. I was looking at this bitch behind you, man. Matter of fact, I was looking at this bitch in my mind, and you just happened to think I was thinking about you, nigga. What the fuck? And that's how temperamental everybody is. They're so fucking. I mean, you can't say shit to a motherfucker now without damn near having a shootout, especially here in Chicago. This is Galatians 1 and 4, who gave himself for our sins that he might deliver us from this present evil world according to the will of God and our Father. If that was over 2,000 years ago, and 2nd Ezra says, look at one grain of evil seed and see how much it's sprouted. Well, 2,000 years later, if it was already a present evil world, this fucking place is madness. This is a greatly wicked world, and it's going to be designed to get you to go off.
I got one.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Matthew 24 and 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. All right. So everything is so wicked out. Don't nobody really have that what you would call it that neighborly love towards one another. Everybody, hey, look, and that's why one thing in Chicago, you don't really even see Jake saying hi to each other.
No more.
You go to other places, in
Atlanta,
Texas, or whatever.
You see
everybody
a
say
friendly
hi.
hi.
Older Jake might speak to each other, but these young cats.
These young cats, you tell one of them hi, they'd be ready to up on you.
They got the
be
spirit of
thinking you
Esau.
trying to rob them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they do.
You know.
It's like they got the spirit of Esau, and what's the scripture say? As is the king, so is the people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, look at the music that they're listening to, which Esau set that up.
That's right.
What they're constantly bombarded with. With nothing but wickedness, and that's all they listen to. And that trap stuff, if you won't even call it music,
It's called trap music.
you know.
To trap your ass.
So it's telling you, it's trap music. It's gonna trap you right into that damn prison system, or it's gonna trap you right to the grave. One or the other. All right. And basically, not only are the brothers are sick and tired of being sick and tired, man.
That's right.
We really are fighting to hold on. That's why I believe that the Lord is going to make a lot of things happen. They're talking about rolling blackouts three days at a time in all major cities across America this summer, before the summer's in. And we know that we're going to run out of wheat in America and in most parts of the world before the summer's in.
And
So
the food banks are all running dangerously low.
very low, man. This is Psalms 69:3, and it reads, "I am weary of my crying."
That's right.
And brothers be crying, man. I've cried. I get so mad till I just get tears in my eyes, man, because I'm so frustrated. And I know I'm not the only one.
That's right, brother.
All right, sometimes it's been times when I'm watching the brother's video and I can hear his pain that I just break down.
Yep.
Because I understand what he's going
That's
through.
it. That's it.
You know?
That's it.
And it says, "I am weary of my crying, my throat is dry, my eyes fail, while I wait for my God." And that's what we're waiting for, our power to come and deliver us out of this, man.
That's it.
All right? I just realized today, watching a video of the brothers in Boston, I mean not Boston, the DC camp, a Baltimore camp. It was in Baltimore, DC. One of them, I'm trying to remember. What's the one with Yana Gun in it?
DC.
DC. I'm watching a video with them, man, and it broke me down. I'm watching them, and the brother was talking about the different organizations and money-making organizations that are all crooked and wicked,
Right.
and how much money they work. And it just made me realize that I'm never gonna get any relief on this side,
Absolutely.
because I expose the one that generates the most money. All right. So you got all these different loans and the school loans and all that stuff, all worth billions of them collected off the people. The one institution that makes the biggest money
The biggest cash cow.
is Title 4D.
Cash cow.
All right, which is unlawful according to the American Constitution, and it's fraudulently set up. It's not even legal, but it's their biggest cash cow, and you people out there call it child support. It is $115 billion annually.
And man,
So and it made me realize, now I know why my case is just sitting cold for 2 years now. All right, because they are not going to rule on that case because they can't.
Because it go on record.
It would go on record and it would ruin it.
So they'll keep postponing it and
So
postponing
that
it.
they
and
look.
postponing it. Yeah.
So but it just goes to show you. It just made me. I was like, damn, that's the realization of it. And it kind of fucked me up. But the flip side of it is that I know this place is over.
Yep.
It's over. So all we gotta do is hold on, man.
That's it. I got some real
Bring
quick.
it out, brother.
This is Luke 21:19. In your patience possess ye your souls,
That's it.
man.
And see, patience. That's the key. The flesh is going to quickly want to go do something. Why? Because we're warriors. He says, endure hardness as a good soldier. Every man of the Lord is a soldier.
Just like on the left-hand side, they're ready to do something.
That's it.
You know, the brother that did that video, that collage of all them Edomite patriots. I don't know if you brothers saw it.
I didn't see it.
Yep.
Send it to the group. That video will give. Hey, that's how we know it's over, because Esau is sick and tired of being sick and tired. He's sick and tired on the left-hand side, and they are ready to go at the government to do what the one soldier told. He said, "Look, I love my fellow soldiers. You know, I honor my police officers." But he said something to the effect. But if you get in the way of this, if you stand behind any of these bureaucrats or politicians and try to do away with the Second Amendment, then you part of the problem, and I will be coming to see you too.
See, that's seditions among
And
men.
then the one dude, you know, what he say? Yeah, we coming to see you. I hope you got level 5. That dude.
That's the best.
Yeah, I know what it is. You know what it is.
That's it.
See, now,
Remember the video
I
that
didn't
I
know
sent
what.
you about the Puerto Rican guy? He's like,
Oh yeah.
the video.
Yeah.
Because the army, I sent the other video.
That video
the
funny as hell too.
right, there's a Puerto Rican
But
guy
it's
that
serious.
was part of the army, and he's like, so you guys gonna fight against us? He was basically showing all the air support, the equipment. He said, so Patriots, go ahead when you with your
Arm
AR-15s.
yourself up.
He said, we got planes, we got drones, whenever you guys are ready.
But here's the thing that he doesn't know. A lot of the guys that are in the army are part of these militias too.
That's right.
See, that's what he doesn't.
That's why
so
that's
it's
why I
so
said
they
it,
getting ready to go
because
at each other. A lot of these policemen, they're compromised. That's why they want to remove the guns.
Hey,
That's so you're gonna see
Both sides.
more and more mass shootings. All right, so we just gotta endure all this madness.
That's right.
Basically.
And
But
matter of fact,
send that video,
if I can read this,
about
since you
the
said
show.
we got to endure this madness, this is 1 Corinthians 9:27. But I keep under my body and bring it into subjection. And Ariel, I want you to go into that word when he was breaking it down for the key from the Latin perspective. But he said, but I keep under my body and bring it into subjection, lest that by any means, when I have preached to others, I myself should be a castaway.
Exactly. So we get so frustrated and we get casted away over something that we've been telling you not to do.
That's it.
All right. It's just like having trouble in the flesh when you dealing with these women, with these Israelite women. I'm at the point where I don't want no wife. I don't want to deal. I don't want to have. The scripture clearly says, if you have wives, be as if you have none. So it's like I don't even want to. I don't miss the whole wife thing. You know, because it's just because I got more. I can focus more on me doing shit I want to do, and then I can focus. And most importantly, I can focus on this truth. I'm not trying to figure out when I'm gonna see you and what money I gotta spend on you and where I gotta take you to and what bill I gotta pay for my own, then try to pay yours and all the other. I don't have to worry about none of that, man. It's better to not even have a woman, man. You know, now I used to scoff, years back. Brothers that said they dealt with harlots, men in the world that said they dealt with harlots, but now I get it. And what's that old?
You pay him to leave.
Yeah, exactly. The old Italian dude said that, man. The dude that owned Orso's restaurant up in Old Town. All right, many people in Chicago know who he is. Old Frank, and he said, shoot, I want to pay him to leave. Right, because after that part is over, what else is there left?
Right.
Awkward moment.
He's gonna break down that
Bring it out,
word.
brother.
So this is 1 Corinthians 9:27, but when you get the Spanish version, which ultimately goes to the Latin, it says that he basically beat himself. The word golpeo means actually physically beating himself into subjection. So he would beat him like, is it Daniel's 12:10 or 10:12, where it says when he started chastising himself, the Lord began to hurt him, came for as a spirit, if Jake wanted to get it. But basically, in the Spanish, it goes into how Paul, it says that he would beat himself into subjection. All right, and the keep and beat are two different. So that's why you got to go into the words, because when you go into the Latin, it's him actually like, and that happens. If you ever seen Jake be on that distraught of level, they're like, man,
I've seen it. I used to get mad at my daughter. My daughter would do something when she done something like, and me or her mom could fuss her. Hey, man, what the fuck you doing? She's like,
Yeah.
And, hey, what you doing beating up? You said, no, stop. That's my job.
Right.
Yeah, but you don't beat yourself, but we do. All right? And she would, and naturally you'd be like, oh, why I was so stupid. I was so fucking stupid.
Well,
and that's the essence of it. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, because it's basically killing the flesh.
Yes.
Is what it's basically getting at. Because even in the word hupo or daisio, it goes into subdue. What are you subduing? One's passions.
how do you subdue
Subdue, right?
Knock him down.
Like, yes.
Our ankle pick.
Yes. Subdue the flesh, because
Ankle
it says
picks
in the my flesh. The Apostle Paul said, "In my flesh dwelleth no good thing."
Zero.
So we're subduing the flesh and rolling.
And that's why this is coming out right now, because we are the men of the Lord. And Elder mentioned it. Men of the Lord are pissed off. We're uptight. We are
Hey,
done.
somebody grab wisdom maketh a wise man mad.
Yes.
You can't know and understand what we know and not be mad and not be frustrated.
Yes.
Well, it says, "With much knowledge
Comes
comes
much
much sorrow." because now we understand the truth and we understand how things would be if it was ran with the righteousness of the Most High, but it's not like that. And so we mad because it says, hey, through thy precepts I get understanding, therefore I hate every false way. But every false way is going on in this world right now, and so we hate it. But here it is, our flesh want to do the same thing of this world and be on BS and be on evil ways, you know, and do these evil things. But we have to subdue this flesh. Anybody got what the elder called? Go ahead.
This the book of Ecclesiastes 7:7. It says, surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart.
You see, surely oppression maketh the wise man mad. We're being oppressed in every way.
Daily.
Righteousness is being oppressed. Life is
Every day.
being oppressed.
Every day.
All right? So here it is. We mad about that. But we got to deal with it. All right? We got to go through it. And if I may get one real quick, in this Romans 6:16, it says, know ye not that whom ye yield yourself servants to obey, his servants ye are, to whom ye obey, whether of sin unto death or of obedience unto righteousness. Obeying the will, the plan, the righteousness of the Father. Or are you going to obey your flesh? Or are you going to subdue your flesh? Because if you obey your flesh, then you all about no good thing.
Hey, y'all, yeah, like you said, we got to deal with the suffering right now. As these wicked people will have to deal with the consequences of them being wicked.
That's it. Yeah. I mean, here it is. Matter of fact, in this First Thessalonians chapter 3:3, it says that no man should be moved by these afflictions. For yourselves know that we were appointed thereunto. For verily, when we were with you, we told you before that we should suffer tribulation, even as it came to pass, and ye know.
Hey, that goes into that Sirach too. My son, if thou
Thou
comest to
comest
serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. And how often? Constantly.
Yeah, because now the tempter is going to tempt you even more. How he going to tempt you?
At
Off the
home,
lust of your own flesh.
in the streets.
Well,
You know, wherever you are, you're gonna constantly face temptation or vexation.
That's it.
yep.
I left Highland Park to shoot downtown so I can jump on an express bus, come back this way to get picked up by Asha. I stopped to eat. All right, I'm getting food, and there's a young Jake, man. Probably I'm old enough to be his father more than likely. Why does this dude decide that it's okay to hit on me?
Wow.
So, you know, so I bought my food, and then he was like, here, complimentary drink on the house. And he just kind of slammed it down. I was like, okay, thank you, man. Then when I got to the register, he left his station to come to the register and then gave me a cookie. So then, you know, I'm like, okay, I see what's going on. This is a fruit. You know? Then I went, and then I walked, and so I went to the far corner of the restaurant, away from everybody. All right? So I could actually plug up my phone and was actually listening to brothers, listening to videos. Why turn around and he behind me with 2 more cookies?
Damn. Damn. See?
So I'm like, so you know, I don't want to front him and you know, I had to control my spirit. And I said, my man, you trying to make me fat? You know? Yeah, I kind of, you know, threw it back on. I was like, man, I don't want to be fat, bro. And I let him, you know, and I said it in a very manly-like manner.
Yeah.
And so then he saw my consciousness and he kind of got it. He left me alone after that. I didn't have to say anything. Like, dude, I ain't like you, bro.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But that was a vexation, man.
Yeah.
All right, and then, and I'm sitting there in the window eating, and all I see is our women, Northern and Southern Kingdom, half bucket ass naked, man.
Right.
Now here's the triple side of that. Because I am a man and I like ass and titties.
That's right.
I'm not going to sit up and pretend like I don't. But the point being, it was still a vexation. Seeing, because it's like, why our women got to be like that? All right? Ishmael women walking by, fine as hell too. but at least their titties went out.
And,
You know?
and if I may say, these are the things that we have to suffer. Another word for suffer is allow. All right, so we have to allow wickedness its time.
And if I said anything to any of them, it'd have been a whole drawn out. I don't know they call them misogynist and everything, every damn thing else.
Yeah. Is it now? You know the lesson that you did, and we talked about the wink. It's a time for the men of the Lord to wink at all the other shit. Because that word wink means to overlook, not punish, not attend to. It's time for us until the Most High give us that power, until He makes us from fish. Somebody get fishers to hunters.
And shalom to you brothers on the comment.
Yeah, con. And somebody get fishers to hunters. Right now we're still fishing mode.
And sister.
Con. We're in fishing mode. We are not in hunting mode.
Right.
Until we get the power, don't be thinking that we in the power. Because outside of the power, if you're not in the power of the Lord, doing it sanctioned by the Lord, what power are you in? The power of your flesh. If you're in the power of your flesh, that means you're contrary to the power of the Lord.
Right.
The Most Highest, He said our warfare is not carnal. We take L's, we lose on this side until the Lord gives us power.
Right. Unless you're defending your physical body.
Yes.
Because it's coming at you.
Right. An actual literal physical attack that broke the barrier.
Then, you know, but up until that point, we don't, if it's not, because there's been plenty of times where people came at us on the line, came at us as a camp, you know, came at different brothers. Just had a recent thing that go down. And brothers did what they had to do. But we're not out there pushing for that. We're not trying to do that.
Right.
All right? We're trying to, because the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, man.
That's right. But spiritual, man.
We're pulling down the strongholds.
Yeah, yeah, because our strength is Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
This word, this truth. All right, and so we
look what we've done. Look the condition of the world because this word, because the Lord allowed us to understand His word and stop pushing it. And you know, and it seemed like for a long time there wasn't nothing happening. But oh man, the Lord is showing you we have had an effect on this planet. That's right. And that's why we're the biggest threat on the internet, but we're no physical threat at all.
That's it.
Just simply our words, because Salakia, we're coming out of the book, and this book is damaging. It's condemning, just like Professor Rosenberg over the weekend had to agree that none of the curses in Deuteronomy, happened to the Jewish population of the earth.
Exactly.
Professor and his name wasn't Rosenberg. I'm just calling him that.
I know.
But he was a professor, and I mentioned the name Rosenberg, so now he's Professor Rosenberg. But because what did I say? You was there, right? And I said, the Rosenbergs didn't go through that. And you know what he said? He finished my sentence. He said, we're talking about the slave trade. I said, and the Rosenbergs didn't go through any of that. And then his immediate response was, but they funded it.
That's absolutely.
And this was a Jewish professor.
Yes. And because he know. If you go to the
once he realized, because when he first walked up, we was his niggas. But once we started talking to him, he quickly realized that, okay, these ain't no average.
Ain't no dummies.
Yeah,
His body language.
his whole countenance changed. Because he realized that, damn, these guys know some history. They understand this Bible. They know what the fuck's going on. And he agreed. He was like, yeah, he didn't deny the truth.
Because if you go to this, like this is right here, the slave ships, or just the National Archives, except the cookies, they say they'll give you the names of different slave ships, and then you can find out the owners too. I'm not gonna go that hard, but some of this is the slave ship Jesus. That's not on this list right here, but all this right here, these are slave ships.
You had a Jewish merchant ship owner named Aaron Lopez, and a lot of those ships. And he was, and most of the ship owners in the British, what was it, the India British,
Dutch East India.
what was it called,
Dutch East India Trading Company.
that company.
The East India, yeah. Which, if you look at their flag, it's the American flag outside. It's the Britain American flag together.
Yeah, but most of those owners were Jewish. That's just a simple fact, man. And what you can't deny, because why? It's written in the annals of history. All right, so you know that it is what it is.
I'm gonna read. Can I read a little bit of this?
Absolutely.
Almost as soon as it appeared in 1991, the secret relationship generated a controversy that centered more on its intention than its scholarship. The noise level was heightened by 1993 by the turmoil that swirled around Professor Tony Martin of Wesley College, a tenured professor in Wesley's Department of Africana Studies. Martin assigned to one of his classes portions of the book which singles out Jews for special prominence in the Atlantic slave trade and for having played a particularly prominent role and it's in the enslavement of quote unquote Africans in the Americas. And that's not Africans, those are the actual the Israelites.
And they know that. So it's a very hateful and racist statement to call a Negro an African. All right? Well, so, as a matter of fact, it's still a very racist and hateful statement to call a Negro anything but an Israelite. Because the evidence proves that they know that the so-called Negroes that came to the America were Israelites. They knew that many of the Negroes that were already here were Israelites that came on these ships. And they knew that many of the Negroes that were already here were also Israelites. And they also knew that the natives, all right, who were all also Negroid type people, you know, they were very, all the Northern Kingdom was very dark going back a couple hundred years ago. That's when they really started getting lightened up, man. When after Cristobal Colon came and his continual rape for hundreds and hundreds of years through the men who followed behind him. But the point being is that we have to endure and endure and endure.
That's it.
Well, didn't want to go too far into that. I want to bring it back.
All right, Con. If you look at there on the right, it just shows you the ethnicity. You see Jews, and there's their slave ship owners: Abigail, Crown, Nassar, Four Sisters, etc. You can go do your research and you'll see.
So is that what they mean by you shall sell yourselves?
Yeah.
Shall buy you?
Hey, see, but
They
this,
Levi sold him to Ben Judah.
hey, see, but this is who the Most High allowed right now to be in rulership, and Esau is the basis of men, the most carnal. All right, so here it is. We have to revert to the spirit, man. All right, it says a just man falleth 7 times, but get back up again.
Yeah.
See, but we don't use our liberty for a cloak of maliciousness.
Con.
You know, and so we revert to the spirit as much as possible, man.
Yeah, because carnality on this side is going to give you a very temporary glory.
Well, it's
Right? It's going to be like, man, he went down swinging. That's it. You're going to take a few of them out, you know. Because what was that Navy lieutenant that they killed?
Oh yeah,
When they were so afraid of
seal,
it, they just burned the building down in a minute. They didn't even want to engage him.
oh yeah.
Right.
When they
Jake,
went on the run,
yeah,
that Jake,
yeah.
Smoked the
yeah, they didn't want to
Yeah.
engage him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know, he was tearing them off.
Yeah.
He was using the military tactics on them, man.
Yeah.
He was tearing them off, and then, but he had a very the water brother, Christopher Dorn. That was his name. He went out on his shield. He had a good run, man. All right. So you don't want to. That ain't the way. We got. What he should have did, whatever pissed him off, he should have just let that shit roll off his back and kept collecting checks.
right. Because hey, basically, by the time our Lord and Savior comes, we gotta be found the Israel of God. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be found fighting to be spiritual and reverting to the spirit, man. Because if we gonna go get our cousins and our guns, and you know, then we ain't no better than the heathens. We gonna be found heathen.
Hey, well, because you know Esau, he wins. Being carnality, he wins, man.
Exactly.
That's his blessing.
Yeah. So we just gotta understand that prophecies got to be fulfilled, and Lord, he gonna take this devil down his way, man.
That's
We
right.
just gotta wait on how about Shimmy Al
Hey,
Because you have a very short-lived victory going against Esau.
Okay.
You're gonna have your moment of shine, but you're gonna still end up dead.
That's it.
This is Jeremiah 16:16. Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. Right now we're in the spirit of fishing. We go out there to the highways and the byways, we go out to the camps, we go out on these videos that we do right now. This is a spiritual bait being thrown at all the Israelites. And it says, saith the Lord, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and from out of the holes of the rocks. Let the Most High give us the spirit and the power of hunting before we start hunting. Right now, we're in the spirit of fishing. And so until the Most High give us that power, stay in the spirit of fishing.
At least you are cast away.
Exactly. Because now you're doing what? You're doing that. You're in the Judas Iscariot position. He was actually trying to forward the kingdom. He was trying to push it and force the hand of the Lord. You can't do that.
Nope.
You have to follow within the bounds of the spirit. And right now we're in fishing time.
Yeah.
We fish.
And because carnality gets its time.
And right.
And who gave them the time? The Most High God. So here, that's what that Romans 13 kick in, man. You know what I'm saying? So no, we roll in the spirit because ultimately the Lord is coming to save those that were spiritual, man. This is real quick, Romans chapter 2, verse 28. For he is not a Jew, which is one outwardly, neither is that circumcision which is outward in the flesh. But he is a Jew, which is one inwardly. And circumcision is that of the heart in the spirit and not in the letter, whose praise is not of men, but of the Most High God. So it ain't about rolling with the flesh and your strength and what you can do because you did this particular thing. And no, it's all praises to Yahweh Shem Yahushua and rolling with his righteousness, rolling with his way, understanding that we were appointed to be proved right now, to be tested right now. So who gonna revert to the flesh? Because it's easy to do that.
Right.
See, but it's a fight. That's why the Apostle Paul, before he said, I subdue my flesh, he said, so fight I.
That's it.
What does he fight? The flesh.
That's it. He said,
Right.
we read it earlier.
I keep under my body. Right what I'm saying? Before he said, I keep under my body, he said, so fight I.
That's it.
This is what we're fighting, man. The flesh.
That's it.
Because it's a war even between the spirit and the flesh. Who gonna win? See, those that revert to the spirit, that's who gonna win because the scriptures tells us to put off the weak nature, all right? But then it goes on to in that Isaiah 52, it says, put on your strength. And Proverbs 8, it tells us who our strength is.
Sirach 2, it says, woe to them who have lost patience. What shall I do when the Lord comes? If you're ready to avenge yourself, then why are you not patiently waiting? Whoever got Sirach 2, read the whole thing.
You got Romans 12.
I got the Romans 12.
You got the Romans
Actually,
12?
yeah, I was already kind of deep.
Tell
Y'all anyways. So this is Romans 12 and
18?
God, brother. They're in the spirit. Hey, I'll read it for you. Break it down.
Okay.
This Romans 12 and 17. Who's going off? Recompense to no man evil for evil, for bad things honest in the sight of all men.
Right, man. Right, because a lot of times you're gonna be put in a situation where people gonna do you wrong, man. All right, and you're gonna feel offended. You're gonna feel like you want to get carnal.
Validated.
Right? Even when they threaten you with things that you know that they possibly have power to do. All right, hey, you can't just be like, hey, I'm gonna go get carnal with them, man. All right, 'cause
Especially considering that the Lord is controlling all these things.
Yep.
Hey, when
Right.
King David, before King David went to war, the ancient Israelites went to war. They didn't just go to fucking war. They went and prayed to the Lord to see if they'd be delivered
That's
into
it.
the enemy be delivered to their hands.
That's it. That's it.
So if you take things matters in your own hands, the Lord will give you over to him, man.
That's
Now,
it.
now, if you use that same scenario and use Gideon,
Right.
did not Gideon go say, look, twice and say, Lord, are you serious that I should go do this? He said, I'm gonna do the fleece one way, then I'm gonna do the fleece the other. If it's wet one time, the dry one time. That's because we was like, now I am not trying to come in my spirit. Because if we can go in our spirit, that show you the fear of the Lord.
Right.
I'm not trying to go into my flesh because matter of fact, the Lord would say, we about to go attack this XYZ heathens. And he said, how many guys we got? Oh, 10,000 too many. 500 too many. You know what? Give me 300. Because then they'll know it's not them, it's the power of the Lord. Because we are soldiers of the Most High. So we got that in our spirit. We are hot. To what? Against wickedness? If you go and look at the zeal that men of the Lord had, that fervent zeal because of the wickedness that was going on in the world, and they'll go do all this shit to destroy that shit. That's us. But we have to temper it. And every in time and place. So it's Ecclesiastes is a time and for all things, man. It's a time to war. It's a time not to war. It's time to get hot. It's a time to say, you know what, I'm going to chill out. And even when, yes, you're right. He needs his head cut off. It's time to say, you know what, I'm going to sit waiting on the Lord, man. And I'm not going to force the hand of the Lord. Right?
God. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men.
Right, man. You look, no matter what the situation is, the Lord always gonna give you a way out, man.
That's it.
Oh
Right?
yeah.
As long as you don't get carnal, there's always a way out.
Yep.
You know, no matter, hey, the people threaten us, people put guns on us at camp.
Yeah.
There's always a way out.
We'd
man.
actually been shot at.
Right? Yeah.
Right.
You know,
You know?
and it's just about spit on
Spit on the fire. You say you can smoke, you can blow on the spark, or you can spit on it.
That's right.
And obviously, if you blow on it, that increases the fire, that increases the rage. Alright, if you spit on it, that puts it out. It happens. Proverbs tell you a soft answer turns away wrath. It was in that parking lot. That dude pulled that gun out. I immediately, not on no fearful shit, you know, but on some wild shit. King David himself played retarded. His sweet answer, no, we ain't on that. Ain't nothing wrong with saying I don't want no smoke, brothers.
Yeah.
Right.
Ain't nothing, hey, and look, being tough ain't shit, man.
No.
Alright, that's easy, man.
Say it again.
Being tough ain't shit, man. That's easy. All right, being able to, as a man, to humble down. All right, just because, hey, for one, the Lord say, don't doubt the fear of death. All right, the Lord can have your ass be a vegetable for months, then you finally fucking die.
Hey,
Yeah, and then you could also, you could do something to cause another brother to get fucked up. And then you gotta live with that shit.
Right. Hey, it's easy to roll with the flesh, man.
Huh.
You tough when you subdue your flesh.
That's
now
right,
you tough.
bro.
Yeah, like you know, like not putting your penis in that other man's wife.
That,
You
exactly.
know, telling her no, getting the hell up out of there.
When she was right there talking about
Bro.
come get it.
Right,
Hey, now that you pass that up, you tough.
right.
Yeah.
Or be right. Or how is it that when women come at the brothers, women come at brothers when the Sabbath starts.
God knows.
You know.
Hey, this is I'm gonna get back to that I know, but this is Proverbs 16:32. He that is slow to anger is better than the mighty. And he that ruleth his spirit than he that taketh the city. You know how raw you gotta be, how mighty you gotta be to take over the whole city. But it says you better, you control your spirit, you control that rage.
You
That's
tough.
true strength.
You
That's
tough.
true toughness.
post that
Mental
on this one?
fortitude. Alright? Mental fortitude. So, like brother. This is back in Romans 12 and 19. The dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves, but rather give place unto wrath. For it is written, vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith Yahweh.
Could you please
Right,
repeat
man,
that again,
because
Salaki, brother?
You
Could you
really
read that
have
again
to
and repeat
wait
that?
on the Lord.
God.
Read it again, brother Bob.
Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves.
Salaki. We have the Spirit of the Lord. We already good if we stay within it. He will come for us, bro. We have to keep under our bodies. Please read it again.
God. Dearly beloved, avenge not yourselves.
Don't avenge yourself or other brothers. Let the Most High do it until the Most High give us power.
Yeah, because if something happens to a brother, all right, no matter how much we love him, you have to understand that the Lord allowed that to happen.
That's
it
it.
happened for a reason.
That's it.
A reason behind our understanding, and the Lord is going to recompense that brother, and He's going to and also recompense us, because if we lose a brother, we take an L too. So the Lord is going to fix all of that, man. We can't go fix it ourselves. We not the fixers. Well, what's that? The Denzel, now they got Queen Latifah's The Equalizer.
Oh yeah, that which was horrible. I watched
fuck
I watched that.
That's what makes you get up and walk the fuck out.
Equalizer?
Same thing.
It's like
She disarming and beating
you
up
know
4 or
what's
5
funny?
men.
The worst part of it, the worst part is that she's a woman. That's terrible. That's the second worst part. The worst part is she's an old, out of shape woman.
Yes.
They didn't even get a slim bitch that can do like a Hurricane. Some fake raw ass
So
shit.
right, so
And
now
this bitch ain't
Angie
got no
Williams or
mobility.
something.
She can't do
The
shit.
jiu-jitsu,
Yeah.
the MMA girl
They
or
got
something.
They got a right.
She can't do shit.
She's right. Her stunt double Raw's fault. Because it ain't her.
They even,
Lord
right.
have
They should
mercy.
have got like the bitch that play in the Marvel movie. Somebody like her that can at least do a fake little
Yeah,
put the legs in your neck, flip you over.
Scarlett Johansson.
Yeah, Scarlett.
Well,
Yeah.
she actually trained jiu-jitsu and gymnastics and shit for
God
that role.
damn, they got this
Even
old black
Halle
ass
Berry
bitch.
did it for that one
Halle
role.
Berry got down in that
In that one role,
in
yeah, right.
Joanna, right, with Joanna?
Yeah, and that and in John Wick.
Yeah,
Nah.
tactical too.
Oh, you-
Tactical training.
You
shit.
see that other bitch? What was the one? She played like a Brazilian assassin.
Colombiana.
Colombiana. Oh,
yeah.
She was
Oh,
wrong.
Isabella.
They got old ass Oprah Winfrey Jeffrey's sister, from the color purple.
From the color.
They got her sister from color
You
purple.
do right by me.
So like it, man. They got her doing that shit. Man.
Hey, quick. Hey, look, the Lord.
Shemai.
I done seen the Lord turn niggas to vegetables, man. Like literally. I done seen the Lord literally fight for brothers, man. You know what I mean? It didn't have to lift a finger, man.
That's right.
I'm talking about serious, worse than death judgments happen to people. Hey, we used to teach downtown, and it's a young Jake Scoffer. We seen a deterioration of this guy, man. To the point.
Oh,
he
the
couldn't
dude in the
scoff no more.
wheelchair?
Yeah,
The dude that's toxic,
I
right?
seen him last week on
He's,
the
he scoffed hard for years.
And we seen a gradual deterioration. It was like every week something else.
Even the one nigga got.
And he still didn't get it.
Right.
And we told him these things was gonna happen to him.
The one dude that scoffed us, he called the cops on him, and the cops beat his
Cop
ass.
beat, right. Cops beat
The
his
cops
ass.
beat his ass after calling him.
He called him on.
Yeah, the one that got his ass whooped twice.
Yeah.
That's still a hand clap.
Hey, the
to
Lord,
man.
hey, the vengeance of the Lord is one of my Tom's favorite scriptures, man. I love it, and brother read it too. He get into it, man. But hey, hold your peace. But the Lord is fight for thee, man. We gotta believe that.
I would that you would
So,
come
hey,
together.
but you know what kills them the hardest? Therefore, if thy enemy hunger, feed him. If he thirst, give him drink. For in so doing, thou shalt heap coals of fire on his head.
Could you please
Be
repeat
not
it?
overcome of evil, but overcome evil with good. It's nothing wrong with saying, I don't want no smoke. There's nothing wrong with humbling down. No, you got a big dog, I ain't on that. There's nothing wrong with that, man. King David, the mightiest warrior outside of Yahushua, he played retarded, man. And then he still joined their army right now. It was so wrong. The king said, well, get this man out of here. This man retarded, man. He ended up joining the army after, and then you know what happened? He ended up getting more land for us, Israel. He went took down other nations by their army, man.
See,
For
that's
us.
that's
That's called wisdom.
Yes, it
Prudence,
is.
man.
God.
You know, we ain't got it. We're not here to be tough guys. This word is tough. In fact,
This
battle-
word is killing them.
Right, this battle ain't in our hands, man. Ain't nobody. It says man his best estate.
It's vanity.
All right, hey, it's niggas. They call it a puncher, a fighting chance. All right, you can be the smallest nigga on the planet, get hit with a one lucky punch. Now your ass laid out. We've seen this.
You got hitters who normally be knocking people out, get sleeped.
That's it. Hey,
Right?
That's
Hey, I don't know who was watching that one fight when Gonzaga head kicked Crow Cop.
Oh, yeah.
And Crow Cop known for kicking people in the head. And what is it? Joe Rogan was like, oh shit, he Crow Cop. Because you don't want expected him to be knocked out by the head kick.
Right.
They were waiting for him
To get
to
the
head
head
kick
kick him.
Gonzaga. And next thing you know, he got kicked in the head, got sleeped.
Man.
So it ain't about being tough, man.
That's it. Now, you mentioned King David, correct?
Because Goliath was tough as fuck.
That's right. So
You
now,
know?
I'm going to mention
And I bet
Yahushua.
he had a lot of bodies on him.
Absolutely.
You know,
that's why I said this dumb dog.
Like that character, what was his name? Borgia, the character that Achilles went out to fight.
Right.
Because his king said he has that effect on men. Right. And you saw he was battle scarred. This dude been stabbed, cut. He had clearly won many battles, but that wasn't his day.
That's it. See, now this is John 10, because now you were mentioning King David. Yahushua, this is the power that he had. He says, John 10 and 15, as the Father knoweth me, even so I know the Father, and I lay down my life for the sheep. Verse 17, therefore does my Father love me, because I laid down my life that I may take it again. This is the man who can take down and lay down, and he let these...
He said he could have called down
That's the
legions.
spirit. I just gonna say that.
You know?
I've been thinking.
Crazy.
He said he could call down legions, man, but yet he took the L. Why?
Come on!
Because
it was a big
and that's
W,
another
really.
thing why we can't be carnal.
Come on!
Because it can't be our glory. Yahushua got to get his glory first.
Can I read
He
this?
Right?
he,
I don't care how many people I done head kicked and elbowed and choked the fuck out. I can't get my glory before Yahushua gets his, man.
But Bible Shot, can I hit this? Because, like you said, Yahushua took that L, but he took the L for a big W.
Yes.
And it's going to bounce
Yes.
right back to King David because he's a man after the Most High's heart.
God.
So this is 2 Samuel 16. And I'm going to start at 7. I'm going to read through it. And thus said Shemaiah, when he cursed, come out thou bloody man, and thou man of Belial. The Lord hath returned upon thee all the blood of the house of Saul, in whose stead thou hast reigned, and the Lord hath delivered the kingdom into the hand of Absalom thy son, and behold, thou art taken in thy mischief, because thou art a bloody man. So this man, this Benjaminite, is going off scoffing the king. I believe he threw stones at him, he's talking shit, all type of stuff, right? Let's see how this played out. He was going off, all right, because Absalom wasn't to be the king, you know. Then said Abishai, the son of Zeruiah, unto the king, why should this dead dog curse my lord the king? Let me go over, I pray thee, and take off his head. Here's the point. And the king said, what have I to do with you, ye sons of Zeruiah? So let him curse. Why? Because the Lord had said unto him, curse David. Who shall then say, wherefore hast thou done so? And David said to Abishai and to all his servants, behold, my son, which came forth of my bowels, seeketh my life. How much more now may this Benjaminite do it? Let him alone, and let him curse, for the Lord hath bidden him. It may be that the Lord will look on mine affliction, and that the Lord will requite me good for his cursing this day. That's the same thing with Abishai. He was beaten, he was cursed. He laid down his life. He took that L for the big W, which came from what? Glory. He said, glorify me as now as you have done in the beginning. But Yahweh tried to get that, he had to go through the cursing. He had to go through the beating. He had to lay his life down.
Is the servant greater than his master?
Exactly.
We have to go through the same thing. Somebody grab that. What you got, brother?
Let me get this is Sirach 28. I'm gonna jump around. Sirach 28:1. He that revengeth shall find vengeance from the Lord.
Who?
And he will surely keep his sins in remembrance.
Oh, so wait a minute, read that again.
It says, Sirach 28:1, he that revengeth shall find vengeance from the Lord.
The Lord said, vengeance is mine, saith the Most High. I will repay. Who the fuck are you to put vengeance in your hands? And make me think of the guy in Maccabees who was trying to get a name. He saw, Judas Maccabees doing all this extra stuff. He said, what about John? He said, what all this? What? I'm about to go out there. I'm about to go do something. I'm about to go. I ain't going to make it. And then the Lord, he went around.
He died cold as hell. That was what I was talking about. But did I not just say that?
Yeah.
You're going to have that shine for a moment. It's written he made it into the book.
He did. He did some wrong shit.
He made it into the book.
The Lord said he was cold. And cold and dead.
Right. And then he said, he basically put the spotlight on him. Right?
His mantle
was blowing in the wind. He was swinging his sword. Right, and then that was it.
The elephant said, smash.
He decided, I'm going to kill this mighty beast. Then he was like, oh shit, I probably shouldn't have did it from under here. Damn.
Exactly. His name is rippled through time for thousands of years on what not to do, man. And that we don't want that.
I don't want it like
We
that.
don't want that. This is Sirach 28:7. It says, remember the commandments and bear no malice to thy neighbor. Remember the covenant of the highest and wink at ignorance.
Oh,
Right?
see, that goes Salaki. Goes back to the wink. If you go into the New Testament where Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai said, at times past he winked at this, that goes into the word overlooked, didn't attend to, or did not punish.
That's it.
But he said, now I'm about to punish. Ain't no more winking. So now it's time for us to wink, because we don't have the power until the Lord give us the power.
Right. We're dealing with badass kids. These are children of disobedience.
Badass kids and rebellious women, man. All right, any brother whose woman does exactly what she wants to do, how he wants her to do it, all right, when he wants her to do it, please stand up.
I'll sit on the floor.
Let me get lower.
All right, and okay, now let me ask you another question. All right, how many of your women actually know and understand about Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai and know they're supposed to be in order?
They know
They know they're supposed to be.
Right. They know it, but they didn't do it.
As long as Esau's ruling, they always want to go word for word. They always want to go word for word with you. They think you're your equal. All right. They always got a butt, and then tell you got a butt. All right. They always wanted to. They don't want to truly fall under your vibration. All right. So and guess what? That's part of taking the L too. Because guess what? No matter how much you love her or not love her or but whatever your situation is, she's never gonna submit 100%. She's not. Not until that day comes.
That's a part of it.
Right? And the problem with that though is that she may find herself on the outside when the day comes.
That's it.
Because you women out there listening, and you women of these men, all right, you women that actually are connected to these great men that are doing the work for the Lord, man. All right, remember when Isaiah 4:1 comes, you don't have to be one of those women. All right, you women who, because we getting on the men, you women, you Israelite women who out of order, man. You mess around and get left behind like the damn fake ass movies.
That's it.
Lot's
It's just like
wife.
It's just like the scripture the brother brought out with Shimei, because he didn't pay for it in the time of King David. He paid for it with Solomon, man.
Right.
You know, so he still ended up getting fucked up. You know, but that was a part of us. You know, it's still part of that same order that the Lord Himself, when He came on this earth, He suffered for our sins and His. You know, but he ended up getting the W in there, man. This is that Matthew that y'all had called for, Matthew 10:24. It says the disciple is not above his master,
Can't be.
nor the servant above his Lord. So yeah,
Water, brother.
Yahweh Shah suffered for these things, you know, and it had to be 2/3 and heathens to put them to death, you know, but they still gonna get they judgment when the Lord comes back.
Hey, the Lord left a hit list. This is Revelations 1:7.
Yes, sir.
Behold,
Yes.
he coming with clouds, and every eye shall see him, and they also which pierced him. So the Lord got a hit list.
Yes.
So like the elder had said, you can't jump the gun.
Salaki.
If he got his
if he
hit.
got a hit list, that means he took an L when he could have reigned and shined.
Well, who
When-
gonna put that hit on the 2/3?
Right. It's, and here back in the time of Yahweh Shai, he gets smoked. And he was like, and they're mocking him like, oh, who smoked you? Who hit you? And he got pierced by all this other stuff. And he took all of that. He said, I laid my life down, and I'm going to pick it back up again.
He said this
You know what
man
I'm
that
saying?
heals so many, and he himself cannot heal, man.
Right.
Yeah,
So
right.
hey, you don't think the Lord felt some type of way when he could have fucking called Legion down?
Hey, got precept real quick.
And then they stabbed him when he was at his weak point, man, on some coward shit, like, you know what I mean?
Guess what?
But they're on the list.
Hey, I'm gonna say that. Guess what? They on the hit list as well.
Yeah.
It's like the same way with Jake, man. We want that judgment, we want that vengeance. That's the same way Yahweh Shai is, man. You know, don't think that we're the only ones that want this, man. The Lord was on that tip too, but he held his patience, man.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, it got to be done His Father's way, which is Yahweh.
This Isaiah 63:4, and mind you, this is the right after the prophecy where it's talking about Yahweh Shai bringing judgment upon Edom. Verse 4 it says, "For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeem is come." Man, it's in his heart, man. The scripture says, "What will I cannot already be on fire?"
And
man.
with that redeemed.
So,
Go ahead, brother. It's more than that.
That was the point.
I got one. This is James chapter 1, verse 20. For the wrath of man worketh not the righteousness of God. So, like you said, man, you may be getting vexed. You may be getting vexed at your women, these women. You may be getting vexed at 2/3. And you acting upon your wrath, man, you're not working the righteousness of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. You know, hey, he told Jonah, he said, doest thou well to be angry?
Yeah.
You know, like what? You think the Lord, you think the Lord ain't sick of these motherfuckers? You think the
mad
Lord
at
ain't
them?
trying to, you know what I mean?
And we all feeling like Jeremiah when he was like, curse these people and die.
Yeah.
We all feeling that right now. All right?
That's the reason why, Salaki, just to back up what you said, why we don't even get mad at brothers for feeling the way that brothers feel, man. Man, when you've been beat down, hung, raped, and pillaged, and ran through the fucking the miry and the muck.
You ran through the oppression grinder, man.
Man, yes.
We're all oppressed in one way or another, in multiple ways.
Be angry and sin not.
There you go.
And
Time,
we said,
brother.
3 years ago, the niggas put those guns on us in the past. Some of those
Right, right.
disciples.
Yeah,
I remember that. I remember
Yeah,
that.
so I told my coworker got hot at. But I said, you know what? Let the Lord deal with it. Guess what happened next week? Those two same
SDs.
disciples shot some Latin kings, and then those same disciples got hit by the car by my coworker, and he wasn't intending to hit them.
Damn.
Right in front of Yahweh Allah Father Church, man.
So your coworker ended up hitting the same dudes you was talking about.
Yeah.
Call Allah Yahweh.
That's a movie clip. What the
Yeah.
hell?
Damn, brother, how fresh I hearing about this?
See, but the
You
Lord,
know?
that's why Sirach and Hebrews
So a
said-
man who never even laid eyes on these men
Yes.
ended up running them over
Yeah.
because they
They're
ran down the
running the
street
church.
running from some gang shit.
No,
That-
they put their guns on us.
No, I already know what you're talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
We just came out of the Passover. We on our way home. They came up to the car like, "Hey, what's set y'all? Y'all GD, y'all this, what the bam?" And we was like, We men of the Lord, walked the family, had guns and all that, and then they let us go.
Yep.
But I remember that because it's like, nigga, the fuck is, you know, but the Spirit had us being cool, and so we end up getting out of there. But then for the Lord to do that afterwards,
The next week.
and
The next
got-
week,
I got
they got hit by, same two dudes got hit by a car. By a man that you happen to tell about the situation.
Yup.
You can't script that, man.
In front of what we was coming
In
out.
front of the place where we actually had it. You can't script that, man. You can't say that. But you know what? Call Haloy Yahweh Shalom. That just confirms to me that the Lord is with us, man. He got our back.
That one time with Shakal, it wasn't even hours after. Shakal ended up taking me by my house after we left here. We were still in my driveway at 4 a.m. And before 7 a.m., one supposedly he's a neutron went to go throw out the garbage. The shorties were walking down the alley and they're like, hey, what's up, King? Let me get a cigarette. And he was a king, but they were D's. They shook up with him and they took out the pistol and shot him in his yard, like hours after they fucked with me and Shakal. The Lord literally did it in hours, man.
Whoa.
That's why, like I said,
Wow.
that was one of the homies that got killed in the
Yeah, I
alley.
remember that.
It was 3 hours. It wasn't even 3 hours because
Call
Shakal
Haloy
was still in my
Yahweh
shit.
and that's why we have to let the Most High do the Most High. We are not in control. We are just the servant. The Lord says, when you've done all that you're supposed to do, say, I'm an unprofitable servant just doing my duty. The Lord puts the Spirit in us to go to the left. He puts the Spirit to go to the right. The Most High is doing this. He got us. If we understand that the Most High got us, why do us? Because we want to go head on and get our, like Elder Yashwamba say, oh, nigga just trying to get his last lick in. He want his lick back.
Hey,
I don't want no lick back. I want the Most High lick back because the Most High lick back is going to be better than my lick back.
Hey, remember? Oh no.
He went to throw out the trash and he was the trash.
No,
nigga went.
remember me and Pop, remember when we talking about it? Lord just be having the end for a lot of these wicked niggas. He'll have them do something to you.
Just the
Then the angel go back report to the Lord. Is it done? Yeah, okay, now I got it.
God.
God in
Can I hit this real quick?
Absolutely.
It's in 2 Thessalonians 1. I'm going to start at 6. It says, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. And to you who are troubled, rest with
So
us.
like, Bob, can you start up? At like verse 4? What verse you started?
6.
What verse 4 say?
2 Thessalonians 1 and 4. So that we ourselves glory in you, in the churches of the Most High, of your patience, in the faith, in all your persecutions and tribulations that ye endure. And said, which is a manifest token of the righteous judgment of the Most High.
So we got to deal with things like this. Goes back to what the Elder Corral said. The Lord be having hits on these niggas. In order for us to get the kingdom and for them to get destroyed, they have to do something to earn that. So they come against us. They do what they do, and now we are able to, Lord willing, you know, we are the elect to get the kingdom, and I have to get that judgment to them.
Right.
Now we endure, like King David said, peradventure, this is so I can get this evil, so I can be to my good.
God.
That's what we're hoping for. That's what we have a shot. These ladies life down here to
We just
suffer
had that
to
conversation
get that glory.
God.
We want to get it on this side. The water.
Rather get it now than
We rather
get it
get it
later.
now than get it later, man. That real quick. This is Revelation 2 and point in 26. I'm gonna read 25. But that which he have already, Salakia, but that which he have already hold fast till I come. And he that overcometh and keepeth my works unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations.
And that's when you're going to be glorified. See, but you can't be glorified unless you go through the sufferings. Right now. All right, we have to endure those sufferings and revert to the Spirit.
Yeah.
Grow in the
Right.
Spirit.
You can't go and you could go fight the best match, technical as fuck, be cold as hell, submission of the night and everything, man.
Okay.
You know? But it's like, okay, when you won your first white belt match. Now you ready for your black belt. Man, he was so cold, he beat everybody. Got all gold. He beat one no gi. Right. You just cold. Right. No, man, you gotta do that again and again and
It's
again.
right, because if you did go in front of that black belt, the black belt going to hurt your ass so fucking bad, you might not even want to go fight no more.
Actually, he gonna laugh at you.
Exactly. He don't even want to be bothered with you now. All right. But that's the thing. Our warfare is, Lord, what would you have me to do, and when, and where, and how, versus let me go ahead and take vengeance in my hands. The Lord said, when the Lord says vengeance is mine, I shall repay. That means we don't exact vengeance on our own. We follow the period, the well. We catch L's until we catch the W. We don't catch the W until we in them chariots, man. Or the Lord give us that power.
Right.
Until then, Isaiah the sixth chapter, he says, "How long, Lord, should I be cussing these
And
motherfuckers
the Lord
out?"
gave us, we getting W's and we don't even know it, man.
That's right.
You know, some of the brothers never got the C word at all.
That's right.
And brothers who did get it got over it and beat it. I got it and I beat it in 3 days.
That's it.
You know.
Yeah.
Right.
And those L's are really lessons.
Exactly.
Hey, like a mother.
You know, with the Lord, when you really think about it in so many ways, man. You know, my client's been stagnant. You know, I lost half my clients since I've been in this truth. More than half, actually.
Yeah.
But the Lord always provides a way, man. You know, I mean, I didn't have my hand out for help a few times, but that's not a constant thing with me. You know, the Lord always provides and finds a way, man.
I
You know?
have some real quick.
Let them finish that.
Okay.
This is back in Second Thessalonians 1. I'm a 5. It says, which is a manifest token of the righteous judgment of the Most High, that ye may be counted worthy of the kingdom of the Most High, for which ye also suffer.
There it is. We gotta be counted. We gotta be made worthy for it. It's just not a silver spoon thing.
Okay.
And him just giving it to us.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying? Nah,
Yeah,
we gotta go through.
Ricky Schroeder.
Right. Old Ricky,
Hey,
boy. I wanted that train. And
Yeah, going around the ring.
Right. I wanted the big old arcade game. I'm like, ooh, when I get older, I want
Silver
one.
spoon.
Yeah, silver spoon.
Silver
Yeah.
spoon.
So it ain't like that, man. We gotta work. We gotta fight. You know what I'm saying?
And then Ricky, didn't he donate a lot of money to that kid? They made a hero out of
I forget.
the kid that shot the people in Kenosha.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't know about that.
Ricky Schroeder. Well, I forget his real name, but Ricky Schroeder gave.
Kyle Rittenhouse.
Yeah, he gave.
Oh yeah, he got rich off that
Yeah.
shit.
He took pictures going like this.
Yeah, he got all kind of. He made a hero.
Yeah.
But Ricky Schroeder was one of the biggest donators to him.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
This is verse 6. It says, seeing it is a righteous thing with the Most High to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you, and to you who are troubled rest with us, when the Lord Yahweh Shai shall be revealed from heaven with his mighty angels in a flaming fire, taking vengeance on them that know not the Most High and obey not the gospel of our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach. So these people gonna get smoked.
That's it. So
It's
we
a
wait.
wrap.
We wait.
It's a wrap. Hey, that's like, you know, in many incidents. But I had an incident at work. Fucking, it's a coon. He told me, I can't wait to see you fail. He said, I'm gonna enjoy seeing you fail. And I fucking looked at this dude and I laughed at him. I laughed at this nigga. Like, nigga, you don't know the half of it, motherfucker.
That's
You don't even, y'all niggas, these niggas really think America is finna continue, man.
Yeah.
These motherfuckers are planning their fucking retirement. These motherfuckers are planning to buy a fucking house 3-4 fucking years from now. These people are really looking for America bouncing back.
Yes, they are.
And you can't wait to see me fail? Nigga, I can't wait to shine and see you burn, motherfucker.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? These people are finna get it, man. The fuck you want?
And it could very well start this summer.
Right.
The way things are looking, something's gonna kick off. And they're talking about these rolling blackouts in all major cities. We see how, man, downtown is probably crazy right now. What do you think would happen? All right, if the lights went out downtown Chicago right now and did not come on for 2 or 3 days?
Super bus.
They're gonna find bodies all over the park. They're gonna find bodies all in the alleys, bodies in the subway. It's probably gonna be a couple hundred bitches get raped.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all kind of shit.
You heard about the bitch on Eccleston? That
Yeah, I heard.
Hey,
brother, I've been prophesying that for years.
And we
How many
said
times
it.
I
Like the
said,
bandos, man.
Yeah.
We synced it.
yeah. I said, yeah, you're gonna be handcuffed to a pipe in the basement next to a mattress.
Hey, don't
That's
open
it.
that. They ready
But
to
the
take
rest
some
of them know
sheets,
because
man.
they have
That
found
shit
one.
was
There was one city where the same thing happened on Exeter. They found 7 women in that motherfucker, man.
7
Yeah.
women?
7.
Send me that article about the show.
They can't even get.
That
it's
might
crazy.
be my next lesson.
And they never find it.
That should show you that women don't
7
got
of
no
them in
power.
one spot?
That show you women ain't gonna have no. You women ain't fucking got power to save yourself.
Yeah, because
man.
there was 7 y'all all
Y'all
ended up
still
chained
can-
up. Right, and getting
hell.
and whoever chained them up had their way with them.
Hey, you
Right? Long dick style.
And then,
Had his way with them.
and then they're not smart. It's 7 of y'all. You motherfuckers, 7 of y'all. You got 7 brains, and you couldn't think your way out of this shit. It's 7 of you motherfuckers.
7 up.
Hey, look, man. This shit. When this shit go down, man, it's gonna be. Hey, that's why Daniel
That's a
12.
brothel. You gonna have dudes, I'm telling you, and I'm saying it, and it's gonna happen.
$40.
You're gonna have a guy that's got 7 to 10 women chained up in a house, and he gonna be taking money at the door, right? And they're gonna be taking money at the door, and guess what? It ain't gonna be one guy coming in the room.
That's right.
All right, it's gonna be 2, 3 guys coming in at once. All right?
Give these hoes hell.
Yeah. Think of the nasty rap lyrics.
Hey, you know, when people say this, especially the men of the Lord,
Let's see
this is actually coming out of the scriptures, man. All right, these women are about to be run through. The Lord says, "Rise up, you women that are at ease." Okay, you careless daughters. All right, there's a great reckoning, and it's about to happen. It is actually starting to happen.
Because
we
those
just
men
had
are
a-
spiritual. I was just gonna say, we're doing this lesson, all this shit, cracking, man. We're doing a lesson on brothers having temperance and controlling themselves, because the days are coming. These people can't control themselves.
They gonna
man.
go nuts,
They
man.
gonna be going fucking insane, man. So we gotta practice.
Matter of fact,
now,
did
man.
we ever? Find that video. Cue up that video so you can see the nature of these Edomites. But I'm gonna read these scriptures that Dawad put up. This is what was that? 1 Peter 4:13 and 12 and 13. It says, "Beloved, think it not strange concerning."
I got that.
Oh, it's like
Well, you go ahead and read it.
that's like I was doing.
No, that's okay. It's okay.
Video, my bad.
Yeah,
It's like it.
12.
Yeah, all the way to 13. It's all good, brother.
That's a slow. I didn't do that.
You were following orders.
Yes,
Now,
I was. That made me feel bad. It's like it.
It's 1 Peter 4:12. Beloved, thinking not strange concerning the fiery trial, which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you.
Only to you.
But rejoice inasmuch as ye are partakers of Yahweh's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy.
There you go, man. So that's what we're waiting for, and it's not a brother in this truth who hasn't gone through it, who isn't going through it, or haven't been going through it all along. And if you haven't went through nothing yet, your time coming. All right. If you a new brother and you everything good, and you okay.
Wait till it's settled.
Right.
It's funny to say that. I remember when years ago when Matt had just kind of came in the truth. Me and the my spot was in his truck, and Matt was sitting in the back seat, and we said, "How them demons treat you?" He said, "I ain't got no demons. I'm good." We kind of looked at each other and smiled and whatnot, and the shit literally just took off. We were like, "Wow."
Well, and then Matt got a heavy lot.
Got a heavy lot.
The Lord dealing with him. He got a heavy spirit.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
and so
I
when
still ain't seen
the
that.
heavier your spirit is, the more shit you're gonna have to deal with, man.
That's it.
Matter of fact, and I'm gonna tell you, the Lord gave Matt a heavy, Mathathia a heavy portion, man.
Yes, he did.
So much that it made Nigariah jealous.
That's it.
He sure did.
He envied the hell out of
Yes, he
Mathathia,
did.
and I saw that with my own
Yeah,
eyes.
God. And he would come. Oh, he would come extra hard down on Mathathia because he say, you gotta go ahead and use your phones to go and go to scriptures. Use them phones.
The
And,
biggest thing
Nigga, I
is
use
to
a
say-
phone. I use the scriptures. I use the concordance. I use what the fuck I need. What scriptures say I gotta have all that on lockdown? They looked at him like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, but
he was
because
jealous, man.
he's also, when he's using his phone, he's also using all the blue letter and all that stuff. I don't even know how to do a lot of that stuff, man.
And Mathathia was on that
you
shit.
know what? I still go to the Strong.
That's so wrong.
Open up my Strong's Concordance,
Huh?
bam.
Matt's so wrong. He don't use his phone. He
Yeah,
never
no.
highlighted his Bible. He never wrote in his Bible.
There it is.
He highlighted one thing in his Bible, if I'm not mistaken.
So-
he just wrong.
So
bro.
that made what I said exactly true.
Yes.
Right? My Bible all marked up.
Oh, mine-
This brother,
oh, yeah.
he don't, the Lord gave that man a heavy portion.
Yes, he did.
That is a true man of the Lord, man.
And that's why the other nigglets and niggerettes
That's
were
why
jealous.
he's not here with us now.
used to-
Because the Lord, he needed to be elsewhere.
Because the Lord elevated him.
He was
Man,
he was
right
scoffed.
here, that's
He
big.
was scoffed because the relationship he had with Benji. Like because Benji, he a walking precept.
He's another.
Yeah, that's
walking
Mr.
scribe,
That's
you know what I
Mr.
mean? Like-
He's a walking scribe, Mr.
Yeah.
Precept himself.
Because he's not just Benji. Hold on, brother. How you supposed to say it?
Saint Benji.
No. You said
Mighty
it wrong.
Saint Benji.
He
Mighty
is the
Saint-
mighty
Mighty
Saint
Saint
Benji.
Benji.
Say it right.
Mighty Saint Benji.
All right.
Like it.
He gonna be humble and not say that, but I'm gonna tell you, that is the mighty Saint Benji right there, man. Matter of fact, half the time when I can't remember nothing, he the one I call.
Oh, yeah.
Salakia, brother. Salakia.
LT.
Who has always been my first armor bearer. I called this brother since I'm talking
There it
about.
is.
I was
Scribe,
so-called in the
scribe.
truth for years, and then I'm calling him for a precept because he had it.
His
And
coach,
that's
LT.
as a matter of fact, speaking on it, Mathafia became my scribe. I followed the footsteps of this man. These men are men of the. That's why the
Said
Lord
it
let me
was
know.
crazy.
These are the men of the Lord.
Said it
I
was wrong.
the Most High is. This is the Most High show. This ain't our show. You know what they say? The Chappelle show. The Chappelle show. The Chappelle. No, this is the Howard Shah show. The Howard Shah show. This is the Most High show, man. Fuck us, man.
Con. Let's let some of this play, man.
All right.
It's a 6-minute video, and we'll let a couple minutes play. Because just let you see the spirit that's on these Edomites, man, and it'll actually lift your spirits because it lets you know that we're that close to that because these Edomites are sick and tired, man. And they ready to get at it. And that video that you sent me was funny because the army guys making mockery of them. Like, bring it on. But what he forgetting is that
That
they
they're
also
fragmented,
him.
right.
And
He
then
think
not only
they're
that,
just
a
hillbillies.
lot of the men, he think they just hillbillies, and a lot of the men that he serves with, a lot of them, these men are
They're gonna-
legends to
they're
them.
gonna smoke
They
him.
know these men.
They're gonna smoke him too.
Exactly.
On the Puerto
So,
Rican flag.
so they gonna,
hang
yeah, he got a
upside
Puerto
down.
Rican flag in the background.
Right.
That's gonna offend a lot of veterans in America.
Exactly.
So the point being, man, is that Esau is a nation divided, and guess what? They military divided too. They police departments are divided too. All right. You think it's all love in the firehouses? No, it's not. This shit getting ready to crack, man.
And I think I told you, me and Yak, we played softball, whatever, and it was remember the popos that was rolling the lot that one time, and then and Yak was like, and there was two Jake police officers who was like, there's gonna be problems within y'all stuff, what the BAM between the police, between the white police and the black police. And what did he say, Yak? He said it's already stopped.
Well, see that's
what the
true.
other said, yeah.
Because I got a guy that came up with me, and he basically said the same thing. And his partner said it. I was talking to him,
Yeah.
and his partner said we already there.
And that's what.
And that was years ago.
And that's what Yaki
Right.
said, and that's how that happened.
Even before then, I used to date this Italian girl, and her uncle, I know him as Uncle Dave, but he saved some Judite children out the crib, and there's like some sort of thing you put in your mouth before you give mouth to mouth to anybody to prevent AIDS or whatever. When he did that, he came back and everybody celebrated him, the news, everything. But he said that his comrades were like, "Oh yeah, look, you must be a nigga lover because you didn't put those shit. You probably have AIDS now." He was a Sicilian, because he wanted to save the Judite baby's life. So he didn't wear the protect me. He just gave
did
out the
it. He
mouth.
just did it.
Right, and he got honored by the city. Everybody was cool. He said once he got back to the firehouse, they're like, "Oh, look, nigga lover was coming in." That's how they did him, and then he
There
was
it
honored
is.
by everybody. And this is way before any of the shit. This is when I was in the world, because I remember I ended up going to the shit when they fucking propped him up, and I thought everybody was cool. He ended up telling me, right? He's like, "Black babies."
The protocol is to use those barriers, but if you are real, you in the heat of the moment, you gonna go to work. You going to work.
He saw a baby dying and just acted. That's okay. He probably Jake anyway. But go ahead.
He is.
He's Sicilian too.
Them
He's
niggas.
more than likely he Jake.
All of them niggas.
So, yeah, let's play it. Some of this video.
Right.
Turn it up, brother.
Last I remember, we took the same oath to protect the same Constitution in the same country. If you come to anyone's home and tell them to get in their home and point weapons at them, you'll be pointing them at me first, because I will be standing in the way. Hope you got level 5. Bring your A game.
Hey guys, I just want to make sure we're all on the same page here. I want to make sure we're using the same terminology. A civil war is a war between citizens of the same country. Yeah, we're not coming after our brown neighbors and our black neighbors and our Asian neighbors. No, we're coming after you corrupt politicians who have made untold fortunes, telling us we should hate each other. Yeah, see, you fucked up. We're waking up out here, and we're coming together. We're coming together.
Is it just me, or does anybody else think this is like getting totally out of hand? And if you do, what are you doing to prepare for it? What are you doing? Like you know this where this is going, right? I know, you know, a lot of people know. But what are you doing to prepare for it? Are you in a group? Are you join somebody? Message me. Follow us on Clapper. We have a group there. We're in every single state in America. We're not supremacists. We are not racist. Ohio, Georgia, we really need y'all to step up. Alabama, Louisiana's been really doing good. Florida, Texas, they're really jumping up there. Come find me. Come find me on Clapper. Share this video before they cancel it, just like they have been everything else I've been doing.
Pause for a second. He's a target.
Yep.
Yeah. Because he's an organizer, so they coming for him. Now this is a Marine. Let's hear what this Marine had to say. Standing in front of the flag.
Is it upside down?
Shut the fuck up like I am.
Yeah.
I need you to reach out to me. I'm gonna organize people by county in their states. We'll establish secure lines of communication. Set up plans. I don't care if you're a civ, if you're a veteran, or if you're active.
Pause.
Shit.
Because what I say, active duty people are part of this. He's flying that flag upside down. This is a kingdom divided, man. That's it. All right, but go ahead.
And they know all the bullshit drills that Esau tell them to fucking do, and they active and they ain't with the shit.
And these are war veterans. And a lot of these guys they sending now, they just soldiers. They ain't been to war yet.
Right, they're
all right,
hirelings.
go ahead.
They're hirelings. They're niggas that need to go to college.
I want to be clear. I'm not calling for violence or destruction. I'm calling for organization. We need to be ready, just in case it is necessary.
You'll be spitting out bits of the virus inside of your body.
Wind's in the east. He's coming in. Like something is brewing. About to begin. Can't put my finger on what lies in store. Idea what's to happen. All that can be.
It's anybody's guess. You strip away all of his humanity, so I know there's going to be a land on the other side. Be careful what you wish for.
I need to say it. To all of our active duty military, to all of our police officers, we love you. You're our friends, you're our family, you're our neighbors, and we will always have your back. But if you turn your back on the citizens of this country, if you turn your back on the oath you took, if you turn your back on the Constitution of the United States of America, then you will be strangers to us. It will be like we never knew you. You will be another obstacle in the way of our freedom, and you will be treated as such.
So I mean that was enough because he puts up the house divided. but he put in the NLT version, and it literally said Civil War. In the NLT, when it says the house divided against itself, it actually meant it's a civil war. Go ahead.
2 Ezra 15:14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings, or nor princes, presidents, or popo, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. And because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, and houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. All right? This is the times that we're living in, and the Lord said he is shaking up from the rooter to the tutor all this shit. All right?
Yeah, so, hey, it's all coming to a close. So the point being is that we just need to endure.
That's right.
And you know, and really fight against your own flesh and try to live and be in the spirit, man.
Because if you don't, guess what you're doing? You're in your flesh doing your battle. This is the Most High's battle. The victory is already won. We don't have to usher in the kingdom and force the hand of the Lord. All we have to do is do what he said.
Yeah, Judas did that, didn't work out too well for him. So, hey, so with that, man, we're going to give all praises, all honor, and glory
to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash.
Wa Abba Babal.
Abba Babal.